Alright, part 2. So after consulting Super Smash Bros. Melee, I found out that the white of his face only goes to where his ears would be, which is like right here, and then there's gray all the way down. So we will continue on with that. And it was nice to know that he didn't have a tail, or at least his tail is invisible. For some reason, I thought it would be, but then again, he's wearing a coat, so why would it be? I don't know what I was thinking there. And it was a good idea to check on where exactly the gray stopped, because I couldn't really tell from any of these pictures. And of course, I'm probably going to flip through like 2 pages, and then there's going to be like a back picture of him or something. But we learned something and we did it ourselves. Alright, so I'm going to do the same technique and stuff and just kind of, um, you know, smooth the clay together. Especially on the top here, because it will look really weird if it doesn't all look like one piece. So, there we go with our Peppy head so far. Alright, so I said this part we were probably going to finish the whole head because there's actually not a lot of stuff to do on it. So first I'm going to do the ears, and I don't have toothpicks, which is a problem. Maybe. Depends how big we make the ears, I guess. So we're just going to roll some clay flat like this, and maybe we won't need toothpicks because this clay is... Whenever I say that we don't need toothpicks, I feel like I'm setting myself up for disaster. But I don't know, I guess it really does depend. Anyway, so what I was doing there was kind of fitting the clay around my my pinky finger, because that creates kind of a nice inside, indentation area where we can put some coloring or something. Which I don't really know why I thought we were going to use yellow, probably just because I didn't know how we were going to make the gray and stuff, but we can just use some of this pale white for the inside of the ears, and I actually have another thing of white that we can use for the coat anyway, so it's not so much a matter of saving clay. So just flatten that out, and essentially, but before you do that, you should make sure the ears are a good kind of size. And I think I'm going to need to go get toothpicks, but I think these might be a little too big. Peppy's ears are kind of long. And they're not very wide, so. Alright, I guess I get toothpicks and attach those after, because I don't really want to stop the camera right now, so. I guess probably at the beginning of the next part we'll get toothpicks and put the ears on, but we'll finish the entirety of the face in this part probably, and probably I say that now and my camera's probably going to die, so. And then with this white area, with the indentation that you made and stuff, the white should sit fairly easily inside of the gray, and then you can kind of just see how that looks, which is pretty good. I'm probably going to cut some of this bottom off or do something with it, but I feel like that it was bothering me too much to leave there, but I feel like with the toothpick might help with that. Alright, so here is one ear like that, and then we'll do the other one the same way, but I think I'll do it later just to save on time, and we can't even connect them now, so I'll do the face now. Let me zoom in for this part, and he has red eyes, so we're going to have to open up the red. Alright, so get this stuff out of the way. Alright, so first up is going to be the nose, because I decided that's what we're going to do first. So, kind of funny how we started off with that tear shape, and then we added a circle to it. Now we're going to add a circle to the circle, right where a nose would be. And we're going to do the same kind of technique as we did before, which is just kind of mushing it in, evening it all around, and making sure that it's not, protruding too far from his face. Be careful of the gray at this point, because you're kind of going to be around the gray areas, so you want to make sure that you keep your edges looking clean. So that's pretty good. It's sticking out enough. And now we're going to put in the little nostrils. This is what I was going to do. So a small piece of clay, right like this, Then we're kind of going to put those, put one on one side, and we kind of bend it that way. Almost like an evil eye, I guess. And then we'll do the same thing, same size, same shape and everything on this side. Like that. I'm going to bring those in a little bit, make them a little bit smaller. I don't know why I'm talking quiet, but for some reason when I'm in concentration, just, you know, trying to get really close precision detail, for some reason when I'm concentrating, I get quiet. Anyway, so that's what's up with that. The nose right there. And now we'll do the mouth, which is kind of going to be a bit of a challenge. I'm kind of thinking how I'm going to do it, and I think I'm going to do it like this. So I'm going to push with my finger right kind of here. I'm trying to, rather than trying to explain it, just show you. Push right here under the nose. And you're kind of going to get this like opening of the mouth almost appearance. And then we're going to take some more white clay, make it into a square like this, rather a rectangle. And then we're going to mush it onto his face from all sides and underneath and, you know, everywhere, because we want it to make it look like he's opening his mouth. Like such. Like that. Now we're going to take some black. And actually maybe I might make this a little less square and a little more curved. Make sure that there are no seams or anything. And I want to take some black, flatten that. This should probably be pretty flat. I don't want it too thick because it's going to kind of mess it up. Then I guess kind of elongate it and then put it in his mouth. I might just kind of do that again. It's just really small at this point. I'm unsure how I want to really put it in. So, all right, we'll do one on the bottom first, or maybe we can. Yeah, that's good. Like that. Then we'll do a piece on the top. A toothpick might be handy here to kind of get it in, but essentially you're going to do like that, and it does look really crude and really bad right now, so kind of use your finger and just kind of shape it and form it so that it looks like he's opening his mouth. You know, making sure that it's all connected on the inside. The black doesn't stretch too far up, too far down. That the little edges, you know, from where the bottom and the top are connected, and they're kind of a point rather than, you know, the two separate points of the top and the bottom. Then you got this. And then we're going to take some more white and make a tooth, flattening a piece of clay, and we want it to kind of be thinner at the top and then larger on the bottom, and need it a little smaller, has to fit in his mouth. So we'll do that. And we'll align it with the nose right like that. And we get that. We get this far. So think I'm going to call that the end of this part. We did the mouth. I guess we were not going to get to the eyes in this part, and I'll get toothpicks during the break. And then the next part, part 3, we'll probably finish the head, and that might be all we have time to do. It's probably all I'm going to do. So, yeah, part 3 coming up next.